Welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal, guys. My name is Joseph. Today I want to review the new Carcass album, Torn Arteries, which is coming out on September 17th, 2021. Now, ever since the moment my brother showed me the album artwork from Carcass way back in 20 years ago, I've become a fan of this band with their songs, No Love Lust, and the artwork being some of my favorites right off the bat watching the music videos on MTV. But I was never a fan of their grindcore days, but that's besides the point. I thought it'd just be important to kind of point it out to you guys. Torn Arteries follows the critically acclaimed Surgical Steel album, which came out in 2013, and this one definitely brings the guns, and so much so I think it's probably their best album since Heartwork, and I say it without any kind of doubt or hesitation. Torn Arteries, the first couple songs right off the bat got this kind of old school feeling and groovy melodic death metal vibe that just kicks you right in the fucking nuts, and the production complements it so well. It's melodic, it's raw, it's progressive, and it's totally Carcass. Especially the song Eleanor Rigor Mortis with their awesome leads and chunky grooves, and the riff that kicks in at the 3:15th mark just really had me headbanging and really just digging the whole fucking kind of vibe and mood they went for with this album. And in the moment I knew I was gonna like this album right away, and I like most songs on this album. The Devil Rides or Flesh Ripping Sonic Torment, which is absolutely brilliant with its over 9 minutes of pure fucking metal bliss. But it's not all perfect, to be honest. As a matter of fact, I was a little bit nervous about this album after hearing the two singles Dance of Hitab and Kelly's Meat Emporium when I first reacted to them on this channel, and I thought they were good, but they didn't really live up to that legendary status that Carcass has, and I thought at this point still, I think they're the weakest songs in the album. Just they don't have the same impact as some of the other songs have, and that's probably my only criticism of this album, really. And that out of the way, I think it's one of those bands that actually got better with age. And Torn Arteries is an example of a band on top of their game while still maintaining the fire and love for writing music. And it doesn't feel like just like a phoned in album, which a lot of my favorite metal bands are actually quite guilty of that. And think of Slayer after South of Heaven or Megadeth after Euthanasia. Every song sounds different, tries something new. There is no complacency on this album. Even with the songs that I dislike, they still managed to do something, right? I just didn't really prefer them. And at the time when I heard In God We Trust, honestly, I got shivers. I was surprised how different it was. I almost had to kind of double check myself. It's like, holy shit, that's Carcass? That's what they're doing? They really have this vibe throughout the album, really trying many different things, and I think it plays to the strength of the album overall. And I'm so excited for other Carcass fans to get their hands on this album and hear it and see their reactions, because I think you should be pleasantly surprised. As a matter of fact, I want you to come back to this channel and I want you to tell me your reaction to the album, and let's have a conversation about it, because that's what I'm trying to do on this channel overall, is gather a community of passionate metalheads and just talk about our favorite genre of music, metal. And this is definitely a contender for album of the year out of all the albums I've heard so far this year. So I'm quite excited to kind of re-listen to it and dive deeper and deeper and deeper into this album, see what kind of layers it's going to peel as you listen to it more and more and more. Because I've also noticed after myself that there's moments where I'll listen to an album and I might not like it in the moment, and then maybe a month later I listen to it again and I'm blown away. There's other times that the more I listen to it, the more I get into it, and there's albums like this where I just got into it and I love it, but then you start really peeling the onion layers back and kind of discovering how good all of its parts are. But I know the initial feeling inside, and that's usually my favorite albums or favorite bands, when I get this burning feeling that I just love this. And this is what happened with this album. I'm not gonna say it's better than Heartwork. That would be quite a feat, because Heartwork I think was important for its time when it came out, that it introduced the kind of, I believe they're one of the pioneers of melodic death metal sound, and it was them breaking off from their grindcore roots, really showing people what they can do, and that they're musicians that can handle instruments well. And they've grown just so much as a band and matured so much as a band and showed so much variety in their music that I just couldn't be happier with this album, to be honest. And I think it's enough praise at this point. I want you guys to go listen to it yourselves. Let me know what you think. And if you enjoyed this review, guys, make sure to subscribe down below for more on this channel. I do reviews. I'm going to be doing a lot more interviews. I already got a couple bands, Absu, a band called, I'm trying to remember, Alan Key, that reached out to me, as well as Aetherion to interview when I can schedule them in the next couple of weeks. So we'll have a bunch of different content on this channel, so make sure to subscribe for more and keep it metal out there. Have a good one.